Hey everybody, Cal Banyan here at Cal Banyan's Hypnosis Etc, where we talk about hypnosis, etc. Hey, if you're watching this anywhere except calbanyan.com, you want to go there right now because right below this video, what have we got? We've got additional text and links and graphics that makes this whole broadcast, podcast, videocast more valuable to you. And with me again, I have my old buddy and sidekick, Ron Ferguson, top-notch hypnotist, top-notch hypnotherapist or hypnotherapist, and all-around cool guy who is always in a process of getting better and better and better. And he's seen so many clients at our center, it's just ridiculous. How you doing, Ron?
I'm doing good, Cal.
Hey.
Yes, that's right. Thousands of them. Thousands. Well, thousands of sessions, not thousands of clients yet. I don't think I've seen 1,000 clients, but
Man, you've
soon.
seen so many clients, you probably don't have room to learn anything else, do you?
Soon. Not really, but I still try. Believe me, I'm still. Well, you know me.
You still learning?
I'm a neurotic self-educator, but I'm perfectly comfortable with that.
I notice your vocabulary keeps expanding.
I think it does.
Yeah.
Little by little. Yeah. It all comes from watching British television. Oh dear.
I just don't know how to respond to that.
Cal's thinking for a good comeback, and he's like, maybe next time, Ron.
All I can think of is Doctor Who.
So I've been watching Doctor Who, and because the question is, who is Cal Banyan? Anyway, all you guys should know who Cal Banyan is, but if you don't, he's the hypnotist's hypnotist. If you're just hypno-curious, well, your curiosity needs search no more, because everything I learned about hypnosis that really, really works the best comes from Cal Banyan. What can I say? I just think you're great. I learn something new every time I hang out with you, and every time you talk, to the point where, once in a while, sometimes I'm going to be sneaking around the corner at the next class. Oh, that's good. Cal didn't think that I'd know that, but now I know that too. I have a plan to steal all your little gold nuggets over these years. So thanks, Cal.
I noticed that I'll be teaching a class, you're just wandering around the back of the room, and all of a sudden you go, ah! And I can tell you just learned something.
Exactly.
And you always look shocked because you think, how could I learn anything else? How long have you been here at our center?
4 years. You know what's funny, Cal?
What?
It's like 4 years, like today.
Wow.
I mean, obviously, okay, we're recording this at a different date, but yes, it is 4 years. About 4 years ago, minus about 5 days or so, Cal set me down. I was waiting in the classroom, and Cal came in and goes, so, are you ready? Have you watched that podcast that I told you to watch? I go, no, I haven't. He goes, well, go watch it. I'll be right back. So I did. And then it was just nonstop fun and action from there, and I learned so much. And I'm still here. Haven't been able to get rid of me.
4 years and 50 podcasts or so
right.
later.
What a journey.
Hey, cool. Hey, the best part is sharing it. You know, we get people asking us questions on the Ask Us button, and what's really cool is that people from all over the world, it might be Lebanon, or it might be Germany, or it might be Japan, or everywhere in the world except Cuba. You see, I'd like to go to Cuba, because I'd like to have some Cuban rum and a Cuban cigar in Cuba. And I'd like to see those old 1955 and 57 Chevrolets going down the street, because mark my words, it won't be too much longer. And you know what? Communism will fall in Cuba. And you know what's going to happen? It's going to go in and get commercialized like crazy, and it's not going to be the exotic, wild Cuba that it is today. So, hey, if you happen to know how to get into Cuba legally, and let's go do some kind of hypno something there, and that'd be just a lot of fun. And we'd be teaching people all this hypnosis stuff and 7-path stuff and secret language of the feeling stuff. And then afterwards, we'd be having a Cuba Libre and a Cohiba. That'd be good. Oh, okay. Well, there's my fantasy. What do you got for me, Ron?
I got a take myself back from dreamland now, Cal. I'm like, oh, that'd be so nice, because I have 2 passports and one of them's Canadian, and I can legally go to Cuba.
Nice.
Aren't you jealous?
Go on down there, take some pictures.
I will. I'll bring you back some cigars. I don't know how I would get them here, but I'll find a way. Anyway,
We'll talk about it
for
later.
today's content, what are we going to talk about? Well, I want to talk about the value of following up with your clients, because it's a very multifaceted value for you professionally in your business, professionally in your growth as a practitioner, and for that client on many different aspects. I got 4 points about why follow up with your clients. I mean, why? What, me call them? I mean, I'm busy doing other stuff. Why should I call my clients? I mean, they already saw me. They're already better. Well, number one, it gives them accountability. Accountability consciously, obviously, but also that subconscious accountability to keep the changes in place. Maybe there's tasks that they need to do. Maybe they're on a behavioral change kind of type thing. Them expecting that call is going to have an unspoken accountability that's attached to it. Also, when you actually call your client, when you tell them that you're going to call them and then you call them at the time that you said you're going to call them, it makes the level of rapport deeper than you could ever imagine. Milton Erickson said that in the presence of a powerful rapport, anything is possible. He never exactly said how to get there, but this is one of the ways to do that. You follow up with your clients to keep your promises, and that's so important. When they get that call, it will make a change inside of them, whether they think so or not. Also, it'll encourage referrals and further business in one way or another. Because here's the thing, clients come, people come and go out of our lives in many different businesses. And how do we stay in the top of their mind? I mean, for instance, let's just say you can have a powerful experience, just like a life-changing experience. And you're so grateful and it's wonderful, but then life starts to happen. Life gets in the way. Or maybe you have all the intention in the world of getting back with somebody who you really enjoyed, and you're still interested, but life just got in the way. And then it's been 6 months, and then poof, it falls out of your mind because life got in the way. It doesn't mean that you didn't like that thing, that person, that idea. Maybe it was an idea that you had for a business. Maybe it was an idea that you had to go to some place fun, but you didn't do it. Because there's a level of hierarchy within every single person, and some things are more important than others. And for your client, some things can be more important than them hunting around to try to give you referrals, even though they love you and they love the work. So when you call them, it will bring that idea back up to the top of the hierarchy, and they'll go, oh, that's right, oh, Elron, thank you so much, oh, wow, you called me. And they might be in that conversation later on that afternoon that will get you another referral. Also, it will test the efficacy of your work, because it's very easy to make assumptions in any type of therapeutic practice, but especially I find this rampant with hypnosis. And I wish I had a bell. Ding, 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 soapbox warning. Just making assumptions that, oh, well, I did this and this with the client, I did this model or that process, or I read them this script. That takes care of the problem. And after all, they emerged, and well, after all, I asked them, and I said, do you want a cigarette? And they said, no. I'm such a great hypnotist, oh my God. And that's how I know I have success 100% of the time. Well, when you ask your clients how you're doing on their last session, and they all say great, you can tell people on the phone that you have 100% success, but unless you follow up with them, it's ridiculously not true. It's a lie. Don't be a lying, cheating scumbag. Follow up with your clients. That's the only way that you know if your stuff works or not. And it also will help you put it in their mind that, you know what, people are human beings. It's okay to slip up. I mean, we want everything to stick on its own. Yes, I want you to keep the changes in place. Yes, I believe that you can keep the changes in place. Yes, I believe that I did everything in my power while we were together to help you release the emotions and the limiting beliefs that were keeping that issue in place. And people are people. And things happen sometimes. And in case that happens, I'm going to follow up with you and call you. Because we have to have growth mindsets about things. You have to build a mindset of growth into your client so that it's not fixed. So the first bump in the road happens, they go, oh my God, the hypnosis session didn't work. Oh, you took my money. I'm such a failure. I guess I'm just a smoker. That way it's built into their mind. And so, yeah, we follow up with our clients. They're expecting that follow-up. And we can do that. That's a good idea. So, how to follow up with your clients? Well, here is not a good follow-up system. Oh, wow, okay, so I'm going to follow up with you, okay, great. All right, I'm going to write you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to write your name down on this sticky note on my desk, and I'm going to put a date on that sticky note, and then I'm going to put that sticky note in my desk. Wow, I will definitely follow up with you. If I find it, I'm just going to hope that I run into that sticky note at the time. That is an example of not a good follow-up system. The follow-up system has to be calendared. It's got to be put in there. It's got to be some way. Maybe you have an electronic calendar system. Maybe you use Google Calendar. Maybe you, do something else with a paper calendar. Whatever it is, you have to schedule that follow-up. Make it real. That's not just a follow-up. That's an appointment. That's an appointment after their last appointment to follow up with them. And the benefits are huge. Also, one of the things is, and this can be a major sticking point, have the courage to follow up. It's one of those things like ignorance is bliss, right? Oh, I'm sure they're fine. Oh yeah, I did all the sessions. They're doing great. After all, they gave me this wonderful testimonial. Having the courage to follow up can really, really help you grow. Last episode, I said the word, it'll give you a little bit of doubt. And doubt harnessed in the correct context can be a good thing. It can help you try to reach farther. Have a better game, have a better process, work on your skills, work on your client's mindset about what success actually means. Help them to also have more of that growth mindset. And also, what it does is that it's going to really build an iron cage of value around your clients. There's a cost, there's an investment to each client that comes in that we have to spend, from marketing, from our own personal time, our efforts, networking, all that kind of stuff. An argument can be made that every client that comes in, right, as soon as they put their foot in the door, that's already costs you hundreds of dollars, if not more, with a little cushion on either side. And when you build a cage around them by caring about them, okay, the whole cliche, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. Well, that's part of it. And also that is going to help if you have maybe other programs that you do. I mean, this is the whole foundation of life coaching. Let's say you're a hypnotist and maybe you do some coaching, or, if you don't know any life coaching stuff and you're only hypnotist or hypnotherapist, it's the same kind of thing. People have multiple areas of their lives, right? Say we work on somebody for behavioral change, that's health related. I'm just going to use generalized terms like smoking or weight loss. It's the health area of their life. And, we do say something that sometimes we work on one thing and other things get better, because everything is connected, right? But let's just say that we help them with smoking, helps them with their motivation, helps them with their career, just as a side effect, right? Their health is better. But way over here, they're still having a problem with the relationships. Well, we can also help them with that. And when we follow up with them, we give an opportunity to, talk to them about that. Hey, listen, so what do you like best about what life is like as a non-smoker now? When you start to associate them into the benefits by asking questions, they start to become present to the benefits that they're experiencing. And it was because they came to you, you assisted them, they were ready, all those other components, but it helps them to connect what they're experiencing, the benefits, to the sound of your voice on the phone, and say, so how's everything else going? Oh, well, as a matter of fact, you know what? I'd like to come in and work on my relationships a little bit, or I'd like to come in and work on my career a little bit. So it's going to open the door for that. And that's really all I wanted to say about that, really. I'm building the case. Follow up with your clients. Call them. do that. Put it in a system, and it's going to help everybody involved. Have anything that you want to add to that, Cal?
Yeah, I'll ask you a question or two here. I'm wondering, how do you recommend that this follow-up be done in between sessions? Do you ever do that?
Well, assuming that they're coming to see you every week, I don't do any follow-up in between sessions. I do tell them that if anything comes up, they can call me, or if they have any questions between now and next session, they can give me a call. But what were you asking specifically?
No, that's just it. I was wondering if you did that. And also, do you always warn them that you're going to call them? There's a fine line between follow-up and stalking. Stalking.
Yeah, I don't call them out of the blue if that's what you're asking. No, I will set a date with them. I'll say, well, you know what I'm going to do? Okay, that's great. Okay, this is great. Everything's going great. It's our last session. Awesome. They emerge. Talk a little bit about everything. We come back, sit down at the table. I say, great. Well, you know what? This was our last session. So you know what I'm going to do? What I'm going to do is I'm going to follow up with you in, what do you think, a month? I'm just going to follow up with you and see how things are going, because I like to see how things are going. I want to see how you're doing. I also, sometimes I will give them tasks to do, stuff to do, and I'll follow up with them so that I really do have a reason to hold them accountable. So let's say that through our work together, they realized that they had a boundary that they wanted to set with somebody, or they had a letter that they needed to write, or they, have a resume that they need to submit. I mean, I'll define different action steps during our work together. I'll say, so like after a session, I'll say, well, what are 3 action steps, or what are 2 action steps that you could take that would really show you that you're in charge of this issue? Or what is it that you need to do that you don't want to do? Okay, all right, well, do that, or whatever it is, unless it's like this huge thing, in which case they have to meditate it on their own. But little tasks also that presuppose the problem is gone, right? Like, you know what? Oh my God, I feel so great. I can definitely drive on the freeway now. That's great. So when are you going to do that? Oh, I'm going to do it this weekend. I'm going to drive to LA. Great. Well, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to call you in 2 weeks and check on you and make sure that you've done that. And so having an additional reason to why you're calling, other than, I just want to know how you're doing because I'm hungry for business, you certainly don't want to give that at all. And that's, after all, that has nothing to do with why we're following up with them. We're only following up to add value. Get that crystal clear. I'm following up with my clients to add value to their experience. Because when the value is added, it's going to do amazing things for them, for you, and for your business.
Cool. Hey, Elron, as you're talking about this, have you found that, how clients come in sometimes with a shopping list of things they want to work on, and you work on the one thing that they came in for, and then when you're doing the follow-up, and you can confirm that that is done, that would also be a good time to suggest moving on to the next issue?
Yeah, absolutely. Segue into other stuff. And sometimes, that other stuff just isn't a problem anymore.
That's true. And do you find that some issues follow-up is more appropriate than others?
Yes.
Can you kind of give us like 2 or 3 of the ones that are most important when you follow up?
I have to think about that a little bit. I mean, behavioral change is important with follow-up, smoking, weight loss, stuff like that. I would have to rescind what I just said, and I think all things are important to follow up with, because it's not just about following up on that issue, it's following up on that person and on the tasks that they're going to do to keep their change in place. Whatever it is, whatever they think of, whatever you guys can agree on together, I'll follow up with all people the same.
Okay, here's another one. As you guys can tell, I'm kind of catching them out of the blue with some of this stuff. So as you're doing follow-ups, how did that improve the work that you do?
Well, it definitely forced me to take a look at certain things that, I had overlooked, perhaps. And it helped me, like I said, with my mindset of not to have such a closed mindset about the work. Like, oh yeah, this is I did an anchor release, or I did age regression, they're fine, or not to be blinded by your own cognitive bias, okay? Because that's what happens a long time for a lot of people as practitioners, is they'll start to just get rote, where they don't think outside the box on what they do. And let's say that they've had a lot of clients that have fear of intimacy. Well, they'll start to think everybody has fear of intimacy, and they don't even bother to ask. They just start to project onto people. And that's one thing that has happened to my clients, and that I never want to do. I never want to just project what I think. I want to know what they think. It's all about elicitation, and that's where follow-up really helped me as a practitioner.
Cool. We're always growing, aren't we?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. How are we doing on time?
I think we're done.
Oh, my. How time flies when I don't have to do anything and you do all the talking. All right, wrap it up then.
All right, thanks, Cal. This has been fun for me. I'm more enthusiastic than normal today for some reason. And if you guys want to learn more about hypnosis, you folks, you hypnotherapists, trying to be as PC as possible, check out hypnosiscenter.com. Check out hypnosis.org. There's different products there. Obviously, right now you should be on calbanyan.com. We have a schedule for upcoming classes, advanced trainings, and ground-up level trainings for you to learn hypnosis techniques that are going to take you from good to great, or from nothing to great. It doesn't matter. We just want to get to great. That's all that matters. If you want to email me, my email address is lronhypnosis@gmail.com. And my website is safeeffectivehypnosis.com. Thanks for watching. I'm L. Ron Ferguson signing off.
Thank you, L. Ron. Hey, guys and gals out there, leave a comment. We work for comments. We love to get your input. And of course, topics, questions, all that good stuff. And, I just want to congratulate, because you guys are investing the time that not everybody will. I mean, and you have the dedication to come back to this website and listen to the videos. And if there's some part you've heard before, that's okay. Just slide it over there, fast forward, get to the part that's new, because there's just no better place on the internet to keep yourself plugged into what's going on in the world of hypnosis and really keep you thinking about different applications. So I really do appreciate L. Ron and Meredith, and of course Celeste, who's helped us in the past to do this work. And these podcasts, gosh, there's never been a better time to be alive. They go out to everywhere, the far reaches of the universe, like New Jersey or something. And why do I always have to kind of kid around? What the heck? You know what I mean. I'm so proud of everyone that's been involved in this program, and I look forward to get back with you next week. This is Cal Banyan. Oh, see you at the NJH convention. One little thing in here. Guess what? You got to go this time, because first time ever, I'm going to be there with Meredith, with L. Ron, and with Celeste Hackett. All of us. We're going to have such a good time. And if you see us walking around, introduce yourself and say, I watch or listen to the podcast. I will definitely be happy to meet you. All right, that's it. Cal Banyan, signing off. This recording is the property of Cal Banyan and the Banyan Hypnosis Center for Training and Services, Incorporated. All rights reserved, for private use only, may not be duplicated without permission. For contact information, go to www.hypnosiscenter.com.